Hello, everybody. This is the Dating is Hard podcast. I'm your host, Joe Welke. Thanks for coming by and giving this show a listen. Really appreciate it. This is a podcast that's all about dating and relationships and sex and love and all that good stuff. And how I meet all of my guests is through dating apps. And it's a good time. If you want to know anything about the show, you can go to datingishardcomedy.com. You can follow the Instagram at datingishardcomedy. You can even follow me, your host, Joe Welke, on Instagram at Joe Welke, so you can see where I'm going to be performing and all of the stuff that I'm up to. And the Dating is Hard live show is every fourth Wednesday at Pack Theater at 9:30. Pack is a by donation theater, so if you got money to throw their way, you should totally do it. If you don't, guess what? You can still come and enjoy the shows there, and they put on some great ones, like Dating is Hard. Anyway, so if you know anything about this podcast, I meet all my guests through dating apps, where I've made profiles where I say, hey, I'm looking for guests with funny, unique, interesting stories about dating, and that's how I met my guest today. We got connected through Tinder, and he's got a little bit of a funny story involving that because I messed up. I made a big mistake when I first opened up my dating app pool to include men as well. I forgot to mention that I was a heterosexual, and caused a lot of confusion for the people that I was matching with, but luckily my guest today was so cool enough to come and chat with me and do the interview and do the podcast, and it was awesome because he's got a lot of great stories and a lot of stuff that I think that everybody can learn from and appreciate. So please, guys, enjoy my interview with Irving. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Dating is Hard podcast. It's me, your host, Joe Welke. And if you're a first-time listener of this show, if you've never listened before, what I'm doing is I get on dating apps. I set up profiles that say, hey, I'm looking for people to come on the show that have unique, interesting, crazy, wacky, funny stories about dating. And that's how I meet all of my guests. And today, my guest is a very fantastic actor, hilarious gentleman. Please welcome to the show, Irving. Irving, thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, no worries. Thank you for having me. I was catfished. God damn it.
Sorry. Yeah, one of the problems with the show that I was finding initially was that I was having too many women on. I was just I wanted to open up the show to all backgrounds, all orientations. And this time around, I opened up to men, and I made the mistake of not listing that I was a straight guy when I opened up to that, and then I had a lot of people mad.
No, I'm surprised you haven't had rainbow daggers at your door or something. Damn you!
Yeah, I had to learn real quick that I had to put that I'm a straight guy on there.
Yeah, the gays don't play.
I didn't want to, lead people on. But I think that you caught me before I had put that up there. It was 1 or 2 days where I was like, you know what, maybe I should put that I'm a straight guy and I'm just looking for things on a podcast. And then we met up, and then you're like, wait a minute, you're not gay?
Yeah.
I was like, sorry.
Dick isn't in the dessert menu? What is going on here? Damn it. Oh, God. The night is young.
We'll see how it goes, Who knows? Maybe you'll charm me into being gay for a night. Who knows?
Why not? People do it all the time.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Is that a thing that you find happens a lot?
Usually gay for play. Gay for pay. Yeah, gay for pay, actually, yeah. Usually gay for pay, but I'm broke. So there won't be any payment, just a nice withdrawal. So that's all I can offer.
Yeah. It's funny, because I feel like that's such a thing from the gay people that I talk to. It's it's a cool thing to feel like you can flip a straight guy or something.
I don't know. There's this thing about it, because there's the whole taboo and the forbiddenness about it all. I mean, it's all just labels at the end of the day.
Yeah.
None of it really matters. Everybody's on the spectrum. It's so funny to me when people are like, oh, I'm completely gay or I'm completely straight or whatever. I'm like, okay, good for you, but everyone's still on a spectrum.
Yeah.
I have seen some women that have made my little bar go, beep, 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 you know, and it happens. It happens. Whether or not something happens, we'll see. But everybody's on a spectrum, and the sooner everybody understands that, the better we'd be in this world instead of restricting nature. It's like, what is that? Like, I don't know. It's so silly.
I mean, well, we were talking about it earlier. Like, we met like about an hour ago, and we were talking about how like I hate it when straight guys will just be like, no, I don't know if there's a hot guy. Like, I'm straight. It's like, dude, you can appreciate beauty at least. Yeah. Or you can look at a guy and be like, man, I wish I looked like that guy.
Right. Even that, you know, it's like you wish you looked like him so that you can get what he gets.
Exactly.
So obviously he got something going on. You know what I mean? It's like, obviously there's something there. It's like, no one's watching you, dude. No one cares. No one cares.
It's also like, it's not bad to admit like that's an attractive man. Like you can, like I said, it's like,
I can say a woman is, I'm like, that's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Am I going to sleep with her? Probably not. Yeah. But that is a beautiful woman.
There you go, man. I'm glad that we've come to an agreement on that.
Yes. Yes. That's one of the many things we're working on.
Have you ever been with a lady, or are you a gold star?
I'm a gold star.
Look at you.
I know. There we go.
Irving. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, I've managed to avoid the vagina.
Do you think vaginas are gross?
I don't think they're gross because I have such an appreciation for women. They created this place. You know, everything comes from a woman in every species. It's, I mean, well, what is it? The seahorses. Yeah, the men they got to give the birth, which is weird as fuck. National Geographic type shit right there. But most life comes from women and the female species. So I love women, and I think the vagina is a sacred place. But like every sacred place, it can be with booby traps and haunted and forbidden. And even though there's a nice relic in there, I don't need to go searching for it.
Yeah, you don't need to try and steal it and end up getting chased by a giant ball.
Yes, a giant ball with lips that will engulf me. You know, I'm so women, I love you. It's just we're just not matching that way. And I really wish we could, but as of right now, that hasn't happened. Will it ever happen? I don't know. I can't predict the future, but. And I know there are some women that are like, "Ooh, there's a chance." Because let me tell you something. I've had more girlfriends than I've had boyfriends in my entire life.
Oh, really?
Yes. Growing up, I had to try to deny the gay, being black and from a Christian family.
Yeah.
So, I've had more girlfriends than I've had boyfriends. I had a girlfriend when I was in kindergarten. Like, I started school and then got a girl.
Look at you.
Yeah, I thought everybody got that. Yeah, I was like, where's your girl at? Like, you didn't get that. You didn't come prepared to school. Like, your parents did not go shopping for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it happened for me.
Where's your girl at?
Yeah, where's the girl? How you going to pass this test? You ain't got your girl with you. You know, we were kissing under the table while the teacher was talking and stuff.
Really? So you got started fucking in kindergarten.
In kindergarten. Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
man.
There was a lot of flowers in the kindergarten.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even have like a first girl crush until probably like, I think I talked about it on the very first episode of this podcast. I didn't have a crush until like third grade, where I was like, oh, this is like it's the thing of like, oh, girls have cooties or whatever.
Okay. Because I just thought your eyes were late opening. I was like, oh, what the hell is that going on with that area? I was checking out everything when I was in kindergarten. Yeah. And by third grade, I had a crush on my teacher.
Yeah? Was it a girl?
No, it was
a
guy.
It was a guy.
Yeah. What's his name? Mr. Ibrahim, I think it's his name. If you're listening.
Mr. Ibrahim?
Something like that. Yeah, if you're listening, call me.
Shout out, Mr. Irving.
Yeah, thank you for teaching me whatever the hell you taught me. Now let me show you a couple of things.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. You know, homework is due, damn it, and there's a test on Monday. It's so hot.
Oh, man.
Teacher.
Yeah, usually I ask, like, who was your first crush on the podcast, but it was some lady that was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Do you remember who she was?
I don't. And I don't. She was this cute mixed girl. And she was very aggressive.
Yeah.
I was a little bit more passive. She was like, let's go.
She was the one pursuing you.
Yeah, she was like, goo goo gaga under the damn table. And I was like, okay, we'll go under the table then. I was like, what you trying to show me, girl? The teacher's talking. And she's like, and I'm like, okay. This is interesting.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You got your first smooch.
Yeah. And I don't know, my first crush, though, because I didn't think she was my crush necessarily. I think I was just like coached into.
Yeah, she like forced herself on you.
Yeah, she like Harvey Weinstein my ass. Into fucking being her boyfriend. Yeah. But anyway, that was cool.
Yeah.
My first crush. Oh gosh. Okay. Look, I don't know what okay. I was still trying to grow up and be like, okay, I have to like girls because that's what everyone was telling me. So I have to like girls. People were telling me I was gay before I even knew what gay was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what that was. Like, what do you mean I'm gay? Okay, sure. I don't know what that is. It's like people are like, oh, you're gay. And then I would get home, my parents would be like, don't be gay. And I'm like, okay, but they just said I was. So I'm not going to be that. I don't know what the hell's going on here. And I just remember it's so weird. So while I was in that weird headspace, I had a huge crush on like cartoon characters.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, cartoon characters, but not like what you think normally, like a human cartoon character. There was this squirrel. What was this squirrel? Oh, God, what was this? What's this show? Oh, man, I can't remember. Was it Mighty Duck Flyers or something? They lived in a tree house.
Mighty Duck Flyers?
Something. They lived in a tree. I don't know what it was, but they lived in a tree house. The Chipmunks. I think it was Alvin.
Oh, Alvin and the Chipmunks or Chip and Dale?
Somebody.
Rescue Rangers?
Oh, yes, it was Rescue Rangers. The girl with she had the ponytail.
Oh, yeah.
That bitch could get it. She could get all the nuts. All of them. I had the hugest crush on her. I was like, I want to fuck that squirrel.
That's a throwback, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
I was like, there's something about her. And now I realize, I just wanted that hair.
She's got great hair.
Damn it.
Well, I feel like a lot of people also had a crush on the lady bunny from Space Jam.
Oh, that was my next one.
Yeah.
She was hot. With those short shorts?
Yeah, dude.
She knew what she was doing.
She had those softies. What are they called? Those little volleyball shorts?
Yeah.
The little runners up the
side.
side.
Like, how you gonna make your ears your ponytail, bitch? That is a bad bitch right there. To make she's like, fuck hearing. I don't need to hear. I just need to be here, honey. Like, she didn't care about the practicality of her ears.
Yeah, man. I didn't ever really think about how her ears were.
Right? Now you realize it.
Now it's kind of like, oh, shit.
This is some bondage shit. She bonded her ears. She's freaky.
I feel like a lot of... It's weird that there's like a lot of like rodent crushes because it's like that rabbit... Then the squirrel from Rescue Rangers. This is the first I've heard in the squirrel. Jessica Rabbit from...
she was hot.
She was a fucking busty-ass rabbit.
Yes. But she wasn't a rabbit. She was a human.
Well, she was, yeah.
She was a human cartoon.
Yeah.
She had a fetish for a rabbit. That's some bestiality shit right there.
But then also the lady from Lion King. Nyla.
Oh, see,
Nala?
I'm gay. I
Nala.
said Simba first.
Oh, yeah, Simba's...
Yeah, Simba's hot. Nala, yeah. Well, Nala gave that look.
Yeah.
In the cartoon, she gave that look. I knew what that look meant. It was on.
It meant,
that's it.
Can you feel the fucking love tonight?
Can you feel it? Because it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, oh my gosh.
It's about to happen.
Yeah, she was Pride Rock hard. She really, yo, I've been trying to practice that look.
It's a good look.
I try to do that in sex.
Did you see the new one? The new
I did,
Lion King?
and I was looking for the look, and it wasn't there.
Yeah. I feel like Beyonce in real life can do the look.
She could.
But that was too lifelike.
Yeah. I kept looking for it, and I kept confusing Beyonce and Nala's name. So after a while, I just called Nala Beyonce.
Yeah.
Which is difficult for me. I was like, I'm trying to stay in the moment. I was also reciting everything word from word. Mm-hmm. And it's like the only movie that I know like that from my childhood. Other than like Nightmare Before Christmas, which is my favorite movie of all time.
Is it really?
My favorite movie
Great
of all
movie.
time.
Great movie.
Yeah. It beats everything. I love Halloween. It just everything for that.
Do you think it's a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
Fuck Christmas. It's Halloween. Halloween Town. This is
Halloween.
King. They're not talking about this is Christmas. This is Christmas. Fuck that.
Yeah, they do. They have that song.
It's
Making
like
Christmas.
Yeah. It's a reprisal of the This Is Halloween.
That's true.
Nobody cares about Christmas.
I think my favorite song in that movie is like the one when he is right after his sled's been blown up out of the sky.
Jack's Lament.
Yes, I love that song.
What have I done?
Yeah.
What have I done? Okay, anyway, don't. I'll
and then
do
he gets
whole
the
thing.
realization that he's like, wait, I am the pumpkin. Fuck yeah. Dude,
Yes, it's like don't forget who you are.
Yeah.
You are this shit. Ooh, yes. And then he's like, Sandy Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh fuck. That guy's with Oogie Boogie.
Well.
Dude, that's such a great fucking song.
Yes.
I think I did a musical audition singing that song, and they were very much not impressed.
Oh,
fuck. Oh well. Ooh. But anyway, we're not here to talk
have
about
that soul. You gotta have that soul in it.
I know.
Well. What have we here? Santa Claus, huh? Ooh, I'm really scared. Anyway.
Casting directors listening, book this fucking man.
Thank you. Anyway. Yes.
So anyway, aside from cartoon crushes, do you remember the first like boy that you were like, oh, this is the thing?
The first boy. I don't remember the first boy per se. I just remember the first dream that was sort of sexual.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was probably in first grade. I know, very fast moving.
Yeah.
I think I was in first grade. I was taking a shower, and I think I just saw Baywatch the night before.
Okay.
And I know Pamela Anderson on there looking good. She can move. I was looking at the lifeguards, the men's, and I don't know what it was, but I was in the shower. No, maybe, yeah, the dream was me. The dream was I was in the shower, and then all these lifeguards, men, came in, and we had a wonderful time. What did we do exactly? I don't know, but I knew it involved sex and being romantic.
Yeah.
And I just remember it being this like muscled blonde dude in a Speedo.
It's funny when you like don't even understand sex when you're that young, but you're just have these feelings. You're like, something needs to be happening here. And I don't know what, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But this is what I want around me.
Absolutely. And that's how I even getting older than that, when I was still trying to focus on being into girls, I was like, okay, I am gonna do it. I'm gonna have sex with a woman one day, and that's how it's gonna be. I don't care if I'm admiring my friends who are guys in school who get all the girls, and I want them to. No, I'm gonna end up with a girl. Okay, they have a vagina, and the vagina's in the front of them, like my penis is in front of me. Okay, and then my penis will go in there like that. I didn't understand that it was a, like a under thing.
Yeah, you didn't understand like the physics of it and how it actually
I was
works.
like, how is my thing gonna fit just going straight into her from the top? This makes no sense to me, but it's gonna happen. Really? Oh God.
Just that pure straight determination.
Yeah, straight meant straight in. That's what
like I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. I guess so you gotta do it.
Yeah.
So you grew up in the South, though, right?
I grew up in Miami.
Yeah.
Which is technically South.
Technically the
but
South,
it's
but
not really
it's not
South.
the South.
It's so diverse and mixed and stuff like that. The only thing most Southern about it is just my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like from a Christian background and stuff.
Did you go to like Catholic school or anything?
No, it's Christian. So
Christian. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. And so went to church and all that stuff. Told on a daily, you're gonna go to hell. And I'm like, oh my God, really? I just got here.
A bummer.
I don't want to fucking go to hell right now. I don't want to go to hell too. God damn it! I'm just trying to pass elementary school, but okay, I guess I'm gonna go to hell. Oh God, it was so annoying, and I just grew up believing it, and then after a while, I woke up and I was like, oh my God, this is nonsense.
Yeah, this is a bunch of
out of here. I'm not going back in that place. They tried to drag me. I was like, I'm not going.
How old was that? When you were like, fuck this is a bunch of bullshit.
I want to say probably 5th grade or something.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. It's nice that you had that sort of agency. Like, I was still living with my parents, and I still had to go to church every single Sunday until I moved out. Mm-hmm. And now they just kind of get it. They're like, you're not going to church, are you? And I'm like, nope.
Well, one of the things I would do is I would just be extra gay that day.
How would you be extra gay?
Oh, I just walk with a purpose of being gay. I was like, okay, I don't want to go in here, so let me embarrass the shit out of them so they don't want to take me in there, and then like know they're with everyone would know they're with the flaming homo who's going to hell. So I would just swish that walk, sissy that walk, extra hard, yeah. All the gay, as much as I can get, so they wouldn't take me. Like,
see, I feel like Miami though. There's a lot of gay community.
There is, depending on where you are and like what your culture is. Like South Beach is an amazing gay boys town. It's wonderful. Yeah. But I wasn't in South Beach. I was in Overtown. I was in the hood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard of Overtown?
No.
Okay, Overtown. Have you ever seen the First 48?
Yes.
Okay, that's Overtown.
Shit.
Yeah,
okay.
And I'm not even saying it to be funny. Like, literally, I would watch the First 48, and I would see my house in the background next to the fucking crime scene.
God damn.
Absolutely. Almost every fucking episode. I was like, okay, really?
Yeah.
What the hell happened now? Like, we hear about the cops. We see the cops coming, and then we'd watch it on First 48. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we know what it is. Someone died. Someone did die. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore, so we had a lot of that shit going on too. Like that's the first thing everybody always asks me about Baltimore. They're like, "Oh, Baltimore, rough, huh?"
See, I've never been.
It's like, yeah, it's rough. Like all the stories you heard are true.
Really?
You remember The Wire? I've never seen The Wire, but everyone's like, "Oh, have you seen The Wire?" It's like, no, I lived The Wire. I don't know. So we got connected through Tinder. How's Tinder been going for you?
Oh, it's just, for me, it's just a fun thing.
Yeah.
For me, it's just a fun thing. You know, people don't talk to you after you match with them anyway. You know, I don't go out enough. I don't put myself out there to meet people. I'm not in any events or anything like that. I go home and I go to my cats. And I'm like, I don't have any gay friends. I don't have any, anything that has any kind of meaning home or in my immediate circle like that. So my honest primary focus is just to meet people because I don't know about these groups, and I went to Vermont a couple months ago. Shout out to Burlington.
Shout out Burlington.
Hey Burlington, you get a shout out today.
The whole city of Burlington is just like, yes! We did it.
I love it there. No, I love it there. So, and I met some really great people who were gay, who weren't trying to get it and got it with me, that were just being friendly. And I was like, oh, there must be more of that. So, yeah. It's funny because you know, people have great interests. People list their interests like, oh my God, I love Disney too. I used to have a past. Well, you talk and no one talks to you. So,
yeah. That's disheartening to hear because like the whole thing about like straight guys on dating apps is like, oh, the girls never fucking message back or like they'll just ghost you. And it's, you'd think that like men understand men more and that they're like, hey, I know how to give the attention back at this point because like we all want that. But if it's not
that's more for sex.
Okay.
Men understand men more for sex.
Yeah. That's true.
That's it. That's just the bottom line. Whatever turns you on, something would turn me on maybe in a different way, but I know what I'm doing. Like this is why I tell straight men to stop being straight. You are missing out in life. But anyway, that's how hypocritical I'm gay and I'm telling someone else to not be something. Anyway, no. Just but be open. What was interesting for me is that straight people are so cute and adorable with the Tinder because welcome to gay dating apps, straight people. Gays, we've had the Grindr, we've had the BGC, we've had the Adam for Adam, we've had all these things before the Tumblr, before the Tinder, before the Bumble. Oh, Tumblr is just for porn.
Yeah, Tumblr is like a photo journal.
God, that was some of the best porn ever.
Yeah, they don't have porn on there anymore. It was like very tasteful, like artistic. The ones that I would see was like artistic, like professionally shot pornography.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want that shit.
I don't want to do that.
Just go to Reddit.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
No, but the straight people getting these dating apps when we've already had it. So it's very interesting to me when someone says, "Oh, I was on Tinder and all this guy wanted was to fuck," and I was like, "Oh, really?" Because for the gays, since we've already had Grindr and all this stuff, we get all that stuff out there.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, show me a dick pic on the Grindr, bam, boop, that pops up and you know what's going on. But for Tinder, I've actually in the past have met some great people to date.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I had a guy on a couple episodes ago named Adam who was like, yeah, Tinder is our, like, relationships because we have Grindr and all these other ones. It's just like, yeah, we could just fuck. You're 40 feet away from me. Let's do it.
Right.
And it's so funny because straight people, we don't think of Tinder as the relationship one.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
And give your friend my number.
He's a hottie. Hold on, let me show you a picture of him.
Thank you. So that's just kind of how that is. But God, what is this?
That's Adam.
Yeah. So 424.
Adam, if you're listening, Irving wants it.
Let me hit it. No.
That'd be fun if I actually like became a matchmaker via this podcast.
Yeah, it'd be even better if you joined. Anyway, I've been so bad to him. I'm sorry. I feel so bad, but I don't.
I feel bad because I didn't have that. I was straight on my thing, and I was like on. It happened. I got unmatched by a lot of the guys that I had matched with. It was funny because like I had gotten so many more matches as looking for men than women.
Okay, that's what I was just gonna say. Listen, we will welcome you. Okay. Listen, you are the market. You are the market.
Yeah? How so?
You're tall.
Okay.
Okay. You have big feet.
Okay.
You have chiseled features. You have a solid ass body. This is all for your ego, just by the way.
Yes, I'm glad that this is being put on record.
You're welcome.
Because I'm gonna go back and listen to this and be like, yes, I am
Use
good
this.
enough.
Play this on your dates.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you know what? This fucking hot ass black dude. This is what he had to say to me.
Thank you.
About my body. Bam. You're fucking up.
Right. And this is your resume now. This will get you the vaginas. But also like you got it going on. Listen, gay, if you join gay today, and you'd probably get a membership. You probably get a gift basket with some shit.
Yeah.
Membership to fucking Equinox or something.
Oh my God.
Yes, free Ariana Grande album, all kinds of shit. You get some good perks.
I always had the opinion that if you have an Equinox membership, you're probably a bad person.
Who wants
like
to
you've
pay that
probably
much money?
you've probably oppressed people if you have.
Yeah, if you can afford $200 a month.
Yeah.
Actually, I know someone who does, and she's probably gonna listen to this. I love you. I love you, girl. You know who you are as you're listening. But no, I don't got $200 for that. No.
Yeah, no. It's LA Fitness, baby.
Yeah, you had to step on some people to get to that level. Yeah.
Oh, you've never been to New York before?
No.
Oh, there's a magical, crazy gym in New York called David Barton Gym.
Okay.
That is, it's basically the gay gym, and it's looking from the outside. Like it's open windows and everything, and you can see inside and there's like plush couches, and it doesn't even look like a gym at all.
Wow.
It looks like a lounge club kind of vibe.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere, there's just weights.
That's dangerous.
And a whole lot of fucking in a bathroom.
Ooh.
From what I hear.
I need
a trip to NYC.
Let me get a
baby.
one-way real quick. One way for the gay. Wow, that sounds great. Because I'd be like, I'm going to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Get all athletic looking and just sit my ass down on a purple couch.
Yeah. Get fucking jacked.
Oh, God. And then just go to the bathroom and get sex.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. Okay.
So what other ones are you on? You're on Tinder. You're on...
There's Grindr.
Grindr.
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh, there's Scruff. But Scruff is for if you're hairy. If you're hairy and you're bear or a cub or an otter or stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't grow any hair anywhere.
Really?
I'm just completely smooth. It's my gift and my curse.
Yeah. Are you into that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the opposite of what they are because it's like I already have this, so I kind of want to experience something else. Maybe not everyone, but for me, that's kind of my angle. I'm like, I already have this. I know what not that I don't think I'm anything. Like I don't think less of myself. I'm very confident who I am. I love people who look like me, but I'm like I know what that's like. I want to do something different. You know, this is an out-of-body experience anyway, so let it be different for me.
So is that kind of like what you typically go for? Like what the opposite of you is?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Because then I'm like, now I'm learning something new, or now I'm experiencing something new. This is cool. You know, and the world is so beautiful, filled with so many beautifully different people that, sure, if you one day someone looks like you, great. But if you don't, then you shouldn't be shamed for that either, or vice versa. You know, just whatever floats your boat. And my boat floats in many seas.
I've never heard it quite put that way before. That's a very unique way to put it.
I just thought of the hurricanes.
Oh, no. Oh. Shout out the hurricanes.
Shout out the hurricanes.
Are we talking Miami hurricanes or the deadlier hurricanes?
I don't want the Miami hurricanes.
Yeah, there we go. Miami.
Yeah, no. Everyone who's been affected by the really bad ones, I feel bad for you, and I hope everything gets better.
Yeah.
But no, the Miami hurricanes, we don't give a shit about a hurricane.
Yeah.
Don't care. Oh, a hurricane's coming. We'll see it when it gets here.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like down in Florida and now especially Louisiana, everyone's just like so hardened by that shit. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but Grindr is so funny. It's that's what we had for sex. So it's like, and it's like, bam, there's a dick pic or an ass pic. It's like, okay, hey, what's up? The shirtlessness, everyone's shirtless on it. Shirtless and headless. It drives me nuts. It's like you can have a great body, but if your face is Quasimodo, it's not happening.
Oh, no.
You know, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I got to look at you as we fuck. I'm not going to, no. All right?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
You're not putting a bag over it?
No, I'm not doing that. It's too much work. And they charge 10 cents for fucking bags. I'm not wasting 10 cents on you.
Wait, what?
10 cents
for a bag. For a bag.
Yes. Why
I was
would
like,
I
wait
pay
a minute,
10 cents to
10
fuck
cents?
somebody? I'm not doing that.
That's like the most stupid amount of money, too. It's like, hey, I'll fuck you, but you gotta give me 10 cents.
Right.
It's like,
I'm not putting that.
How about I just give you a fucking $1?
I mean, if they have one of those Trader Joe's bags that are reusable.
They're reusable.
Then put that shit on. Yeah, I'll fuck you then. But I'm not paying 10 cents for your bag. No, I'm not doing that.
So what do you think say you're on Grindr for 1 week. How many dick pics in 1 week do you get?
Not enough. Not nearly enough as I should for that amount of time. No, it's I'm not looking for love or anything like that at all. I'm not doing all that. So it's just random. Everything's very random.
Yeah.
Very random.
You send dick pics?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, man.
But I'm in front of the cameras, so I can't be showing my face in.
You're not showing face, showing face. That's how you know you're in love, when you start showing face dick pics.
Yeah, that's the trust right there.
Yeah, that's when you're like, this is for real. I see their face.
Like, you could use this against me one day.
Yeah.
But I'm ready for that, because I know in the past someone's probably going to bring up a pic like that one day, probably. I don't know. I hope not. But even if they do, I'm ready. I already know what I'm going to tell the press.
What are you going to tell them?
Do you have a dick or a vagina? Yes. Great. So do I. You just saw mine. We all have it. We all want something sometime. We live in the modern age. If I could send this to you real quick so we can make something happen and I can get on with my day, that's what's going to happen.
I completely agree with you.
I own it. I'm not ashamed. I was in the mood. They was in the mood. My equipment was working that day. Bam, you get a photo.
See, I also don't trust people that, like, I know a couple people that are like, I've never sent a dick pic, and I'm just like, I don't trust you.
No.
You're not of the people.
Mm-mm.
You know?
No.
Plus, I always am like, I've never taken like you never send like a bad picture of your dick.
Right, it'd be the best one.
Yeah, you're sending good shit
good
out
angle,
there.
The good angle.
Yeah, dude, it's like, if that goes out there, I'm going to be like, yeah, I mean, that's what I look like.
All right.
There you go.
Like,
I'm going to see it now, so you want some.
Let me know.
Hit a motherfucker up.
Right. Because all of this and more could be yours.
There you go, if the price is right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
What is your price? Speaking of, I might have a couple of dollars.
Oh my God.
Gay for pay. I have it. Shit. A Venmo or Square.
Square
on your ass. Just swipe it real quick.
Have you ever paid for sex?
Hell no.
Yeah.
No. And look, okay, some people pay for sex, and I don't mean to offend anybody who maybe aren't in a position to have it in a more different way, whatever. But no, I have never paid for sex. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is the point then?
It's so ubiquitous. Like
What?
Sex for gay guys, it's just everywhere. That it wouldn't make sense. Are there like gay guy massage parlors where they give you like a rub and tug?
I'm sure there are, but for the most part, we just have bathhouses.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You ever visited a bathhouse?
I have in the past, yeah.
Are they fun?
They are fun. But it's more fun if you go with someone. So I remember in Miami, I went with this guy I was dating, and we were definitely the cutest things there.
Yeah. That's
and
always
we just
a
walked
bummer.
Around nude. Yeah, that's the bad part.
That's gotta be a fucking bummer.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, well, maybe we can incorporate someone else in, and it's like, no. But we were the hottest little things there. We were in the pool, and we were just everywhere being all nude and naked, and everybody was like watching, like, damn, look at that. And I was like, babe, this is so much fun. Like,
we're the gods of this place.
Yeah, we can make the rules here. Famine, all kinds of shit. But no, I have been in the past. They're much fun if you go with someone.
Yeah, I was dating a woman recently, and we were like trying to plan to go to like a sex party where there's like group sex or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And then we were looking at like the type of people that go there, and we were just like, no.
This is why I don't do group sex, like unplanned group sex. So someone's like, oh yeah, let's do a group. Are you down? I'm like, mm-mm. Because if anybody's in that group, it has to be people I actually have wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, I need my list to be there.
What if let's say if it's 7 people, and then there's one person that you're like, nah. Would you go down for it?
Yeah.
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 Because I only have a couple holes anyway. So... at one point that person's gonna be left out anyway. How horrible! I don't have 7 holes, so I don't have to worry about them being in me all the time. Oh man.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like if I was in that situation where it was like we're in a group sex scenario, and then it's like, yeah, there's like that one person's like, well. Come on, you might as well. You know
what I'm more open to?
What's that?
I'm more open to if it's 6 guys and 1 girl.
Oh, really?
I'm open to that. I mean, first of all, for the record, it doesn't have to be this many fucking people. He came up with 7 out of I don't know where.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking, man.
Shit, I can't. I mean, that's a lot of expectation. God, I never said 7, but okay. Listen.
I don't know. You're going to bathhouses. I don't know how many people are in bathhouses.
See, we just need to go to one. No, but I would be more into that because I'm like, all right, everybody's feeling the love. Let's go.
So in that scenario, would you have sex with the woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I don't know, something about that is different. Is interesting. Would I get it up? I don't know, but I would like to think so because I have enough of my reinforcement there. So yeah, I think I'd be just fine.
Yeah, that's also a weird thing where it's just like, could you stimulate yourself visually with the surrounding hot guys?
Yes.
In order to have sex with a woman that like you're not into?
I think I could.
Yeah.
I think I could in that moment.
Huh. Weird what if scenarios there.
Yeah, can I flip that with you?
Sure. What is it like? There's 6 women and then there's 1 guy, and then could I have sex with that guy's butt?
Okay, now see, you're going to the straight thought of what gay sex is. Not everything has to involve the butt.
Okay, but that's just where I was going with it.
Okay, well, I mean, if we're going to get there, I'm
not
going to stop you.
What option? What am I doing? What are my options
he
here?
wants to be on. Maybe he wants to just mess with you, or wants you to mess with him, or something like that. Like what? Would that be a thing? 6 hot girls.
6 hot girls.
1 hot guy.
I think I wouldn't. If I'm having sex with the 6 hot girls and then the guy is like, I would be like the most selfish gay guy. I feel like I'd be like, you could blow me. I could do you in the butt. I don't know if maybe I'd give a reach around.
Okay. All right.
I think that's like the extent. Like I wouldn't want to go down on a guy. And I wouldn't want a guy doing me in the butt. Mm-hmm. This is the most juvenile I feel like I've ever been with, like, doing him in the butt. Yeah. 12-year-old idiot. Right. Fucking 29 years old being like, I wouldn't want him to do me in the butt. Oh, no. God. I'm going to get canceled. Yeah, I think that I could probably do a reach around.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good. So where are the girls?
Yeah, you gotta fucking just get these 6 hot ladies.
Oh, God damn it. It's so much work. This is why I don't chase straight men.
There you go. Yeah, man. It was actually interesting because I had a person on Bumble that he defined himself as a queer man, but I had my settings set to show only women. Okay. And then we matched. Okay. And he was like, I don't want to... He was like kind of wanting to do the podcast, and I wanted him to do the podcast because I thought it seemed like he had interesting stories. And then he was like, I think it's kind of like fucked up that you're like using people for a podcast on a dating app. And like, it seems icky to me. Okay. And I was like, well, that's not cool, man. I'm very upfront about like my intentions here. Like, if you don't want to do it...
Well, nobody's reading anything. Everyone's looking at pictures. You know?
Yeah, well, that's what sucks about Bumble is like I can't. On Tinder, I have like a please read my about me, and then I have my Instagram and all that.
But even then, still, people, it's all the swipe. Yeah, so that's where it comes from. Look, I think you're smart to reach out the best way that you can, given what your content is. Yeah. I think that's smart. I do see both sides of the argument. But at the end of the day, you're a nice guy.
Well, thank you. I try to be a nice person. That's rarity these days, I feel like. You ever had any like really just shitty fucking awful dates? Where you're just like, what are you thinking?
There's only one that I can really think of. And it was when I first got here, not like 9 years ago. And it was this guy. He was probably in his 30s. And he seemed very established. And we matched on... Not matched. Tinder wasn't even out. We hit each other up on Grindr. And look, let me tell you. This has been a process. Looking like this has been a process. We weren't as cute back then. I will own it. I will own it and say, you know what? I wouldn't fuck me. But, so I don't know if maybe I didn't meet his expectations or what, or maybe I don't know what it was, but we met up and he wanted to go watch a movie. And I was like, okay, let's go watch this movie. And we were at the Hollywood Highland. And so we went to the theater there. And the whole time, we did not talk. We didn't talk. I don't even know what movie we watched. We didn't talk. I was trying to go on, carry the conversation, do whatever. I mean, I even went, like, I met him. He picked me up, got in his car. We went to the movies.
You didn't talk in the car? We went
through the whole... We kind of did, but I think maybe that's where the disconnect happened, and he was just like, oh, it's too late.
Oh, okay.
I guess he was nice enough to not kick me out, I guess. But it definitely was something that was like, this is not working. Yeah. And little sweet, ugly me was like, oh,
you never know. Naive. Let's go for it.
Yeah. And then we did not talk, and there was nothing there. Yeah. I don't know what it was. I can only own up for me. I think maybe I wasn't cute enough, whatever. I mean, I don't know. All I know is I've come a long way since then. And that's the only thing I can think of. I'm not trying to stab at myself, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to hear that it was like, I don't know, maybe it was just like a me thing. Because a lot of the people that I have on the show are just like, yeah, this fucking person was an asshole, blah, blah, blah. I really love the self-aware stories where people are like, I don't know, it could have been me. I could have fucked something up, but who knows?
I'm aware that I had a glow up. I'm very aware. I'm very grateful for it, too. No, I don't think I was bad looking growing up, but it was like almost every single day, on top of being told you're gay, on top of all these negative things done to you, I was told that it was ugly. Yeah. And I was told I actually looked like Jeepers Creepers. A lot of people don't know this story. Yeah, I was told that I looked like Jeepers Creepers, the fucking monster.
Yeah.
And like girls, when I still was trying to see if I was into girls or guys, girls would be like, "Hey boy, my friend, she likes you." And so then I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I would go over to try to talk, and then the girl would be like, "Oh no, girl, he's ugly. Don't play with me like that." And they'd run off laughing. And after a couple of that, I would literally hide my face. It was like, I don't want to scare anyone. I don't want to make anyone upset. So after school, I would run home and just cover my face and as fast as I could so no one could see me, so I wouldn't be a nuisance to people and a disturbance. Because I really believed that. And it wasn't until probably like 5 years ago, 4, I don't know, something around there, 5, 6, between 4 to 6 years ago, that I came into saying, no, you know what? No, I have great features. This is great. That's great. Whatever. And started to love myself. And it came from the rejection of someone, actually. I was dating this guy. He was a go-go dancer. Mm-hmm. And I was so into him. He had the hottest body I ever encountered. And he was just so hot. And he was European and all this stuff. And I always had a sweet spot for the European man. And I just thought we were going to go on and be great. But he was a go-go boy, and he was very involved in that scene.
Yeah.
And there was no chance that was going to happen. But he kind of led me on for a bit, and then out of nowhere, he stopped talking to me after I thought we had a great connection. And it really took me for a spin. It really affected me. I just shut down. I was so depressed. It's like I kept asking, why am I not good enough? Why am I not good enough? Because like he's a go-go boy, so he's going out there to be seen, and he can have anyone in that club that he wants. Why was he entertaining me, and what did I do to cause it to stop? And so I really didn't like myself, and then it took that experience to be like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? And maybe along the way, some people were like, oh, I like that shirt, or oh, you look very good today. Maybe some compliments helped me bring it back. I don't remember, but I had a moment where I was like, no. I have to change this. I have to change the perception of myself. Who cares if he didn't like me or whatever? I don't care about that. I like me. This is great. That's great. That's unique. You know, there's beauty in that. I've been complimented on this, so it must be nice. And it over time, as soon as I started to believe it, then I invested in myself and became what you see before you, this fine motherfucking piece of chocolate, bitch. No.
So what? Like, I don't know how to do a glow up.
Okay.
What steps were taken when you were like, you know what, fuck this? Was it just a self-confidence for yourself, or did you go out and do things, or what happened?
Well, my sense of style developed a little bit before this time. Mm-hmm. So I already was on my way to dressing well and what would fit better and, you know, colors and all that stuff. So that was, I was late blooming into that. But that was developing already by then. So it wasn't really the clothes. I think what it was just caring more about, hey, I should probably get a haircut. Hey, I don't know, just little small things, but it really was mostly just my outlook on myself. It was more about believing in myself and saying, you know what, I do got it going on. And I always had an issue with people staring at me from growing up because, again, I associated that with them thinking I was ugly. So I always hated people staring at me. Anybody staring, I was like, please don't stare at me. And I'm getting into the business to be stared and looked at. Oh, great. What did I fucking pick this for? And I'll never forget it. I think I was on a date with someone, and someone was staring at me, and he saw it, and I was so uncomfortable, and I was like, oh God, they're staring at me. He was like, because you're an attractive man. That's why they're staring at you. You're good looking. And I was like, really? Like, okay, so I could be stared at in a positive way. And not that what everyone thinks of you matters to the ends of the earth, but when you're me going through that stuff and hearing what you're told for so long and you're trying to get out of that, it was helpful to see the other side of what that could be. And so I think it was just mainly just believing in myself more, and slowly over time, I think that radiated outwards and that drew people in.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome to hear. And it's also like, I can't believe people can be that mean.
Yeah.
You know, when they're just like, oh, you look like a fucking monster or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just like so mean. And I just,
I'm really wary of kids.
Yeah.
Like, I like kids up to a certain age. When they get to that mean age, I don't fuck with them. I'll see you when you.
Yeah, I don't fuck with kids at all, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
so I'm like, I know what you're capable of.
Yeah, they can cut deep, and you're like, oh.
And now they have technology.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No.
None.
Don't get on TikTok.
No. Oh,
that shit is fucking.
Bully me on TikTok. That's it.
But I feel like that was kind of like my story where I like went through. Usually, if I get through a kind of semi-devastating breakup, I like throw myself headfirst into some kind of new project because it's like, number one, it takes my mind off of things, and it helps me build back my confidence and become like a more interesting person. Mm-hmm. So my quote unquote glow ups haven't been necessary. I probably still have like some very internal emotional problems with people where I'm just like, I'm not good enough or whatever. But I'll distract myself with something. Like one of the stories I've told on like a previous podcast was like I had a girl that I was dating, and in college I weighed like 40, 50 pounds less than I do right now. I was very skinny, really lanky guy. And the girl that I was dating told me that the guy that she dated or hooked up with before me was like hotter than me because he had muscles and all this shit. And then we broke up, and then I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to get fucking jacked. And then that like took up a bunch of my time, and like I feel better about myself because of that. Like I had gained confidence, I guess, through doing that, and it made me feel better about myself. It made me like feel like I was a more confident person, and then I also like worked on some kind of like physical things. So like a glow up can be like so many different things. I feel like
absolutely.
And it's like it's really nice to hear your story about how that like, you know, with the go-go person, and then afterwards you're like, wait, no, people can stare at me and like really appreciate like my beauty. That's awesome.
Well, you know, it's what's interesting to give everyone closure to that go-go story, because I was fucking waiting for closure for the longest, so you don't have to wait as long as I did, listeners. We got back in contact years later, and I sat face to face with him, and I said, "What happened? What happened during that time? What went through your mind? Why did you ghost me or whatever?"
Yeah, what happened? What went wrong?
He said, well, because you were an actor as well, and I was jealous of you. You had just gotten this role on Mad Men, and I wanted that, and I didn't see that for myself, and I was envious.
So it wasn't even a thing about that at all?
No, he was just a shitty person.
Just a jealous little prick.
Yep.
Well.
Wow. I know, right? But it benefited me.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because him and I look nothing alike, so we're never going to go up for the same things.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you're an idiot for being jealous because I'm not going to get your roles, you're not going to get mine. There's nothing to be jealous about.
It's nice because so often people don't get that closure, and they don't get that type of honesty either, where it's like, I just ghost you, and then, I feel like a lot of the things these days that I run into, especially when I was dating, like more recently, is you try to get that closure, and then people are like, I don't owe you an explanation.
Right.
It's a lot of, I don't owe you anything, and it's like, but it would be nice,
Yeah, but people aren't nice. People are shit. Yeah. I mean, not everyone is, but like, I'm sorry. I've learned a long time ago to stop expecting people to treat me how I would treat them.
See, that's where I go wrong so often. Like I have so much faith in people, and they're just constantly letting me down.
It's okay to have faith in people, but you have to manage your expectations.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, I would do this way, realize that not everyone is you. No one's you, actually, and they might go about things a different way, and you have to accept that for what it is. Do you have to accept it into your life per se? No, you don't. But you have to accept that that's the way that person is, and if that's something you can deal with, great. If it's not, then cut it off.
All right. Well, what do you think is a good first date idea? Like if you were to like match with somebody that you're like, oh, this person looks like an interesting person. I would like to actually explore dating this person. Where would you go? What would you do?
Okay, I wouldn't go to the movies because you don't get to talk.
Yeah, you don't get to know them that way.
So that's not going to work. I'm really the more of the person who gets treated to shit. I'm not usually the one thinking of all this shit. No.
Where would you like to be taken?
There we go. No, I think a great date would be doing something during the day.
Okay.
Maybe during a weekend, if you have off, and just I don't know, I like going to the beach. I think going to the beach is cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Cheap, absolutely. Going to the beach, maybe having a lunch before, and then using that time to walk to the beach to talk more.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety at the beach too, because you could like do boardwalk activities. Like, I mean, Venice, there's a bunch of like art and stuff, and you have to avoid the weirdos. Yeah. But
watch your step on the needles. But I think going to the beach is a pretty cool first date. That is
a pretty good first date.
Yeah, we should go.
All right, let's go. Let's go to Santa Monica.
Let's go to Santa Monica. Let's go.
Let's go to Muscle Beach. Get fucking jacked.
Yes.
Go to the skate park.
Right.
Look at that shit. Look at the graffiti.
Right. And then I'll get dick for dinner.
There you go. Dick for dinner.
Gosh. Wonderful. I'm free this weekend. So good.
Oh, I'm not. I'll be. Oh, I forgot I have a thing.
You have a thing. Oh, okay. Got it.
Do you have any deal breakers? What are deal breakers for you? Like if this person, physical, not physical, anything that you're just like, ugh, I wouldn't know.
I don't get into hard drugs. I don't get into any drugs, actually. Weed is okay. I mean, it's California. What can you do? I'm all right. I mean, I don't know everything about weed.
Do people consider weed a drug anymore, even?
I don't think so. I just know it's not for me, per se, because, one, it would make me sleepy or paranoid. Yeah. So I don't want to fall asleep on you during the day, and I don't want to kill you. Okay? So we don't need that. But, you know, in the gay community, hard drug use is very, very, very out there. And it's unfortunate. It's so interesting to me. I don't mean to be a complete comedian with, but I'm like, gay people are pretty vain. Why the fuck are you doing drugs that are going to make you look worse? Yeah. Didn't you give a shit what your hair looked like and your teeth looked like? Don't you want your teeth? Aren't we vain? Don't we like to look good? What the fuck are you doing? You're like contradicting yourself. It's so crazy to me. Anyone who needs help, please seek help. You know, it's never too late. But I'm not into drugs. That's a huge, like, immediate, like, nope, not happening. Height, interesting. Okay, so I'm very visual when it comes to things, and I'm versatile, so I like it all. Okay. But I'm wired. I'm wired differently. So it's like, if you're taller than me, you're on top. Okay. I like that whole dynamic. If you're shorter than me, you're on the bottom. I don't know. I feel like there's a thing for that. I don't know. It's just naturally that works. So yeah, when people are like kind of outside of those visual cues for me, I'm not as open to it. It takes a little bit more convincing. It sounds so horrible, but I don't know. There's just visually, that's what works for me. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I like older, younger guys too. There is an opening for sugar daddy. Oh, there you go. Hey! Nice to be taken care of. She likes to travel. I don't know. There's not really a lot of... Oh, she's a size queen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, if you're going to be in the top of the thing, listen, I've been blessed in the front and the back. That's all I can say. I'm grateful for my gifts that I have received. Yes. So, that being said, if I'm going to be in the bottom of this situation... It's not that I don't like you or anything like that. It's that I don't feel you, motherfucker. Like, oh my God, it's so bad. I'm trying not to be bad, but I'm just saying, the way I'm built is not going to work for you. It's not going to work for any of us if it's not adequate. Yeah. You know? but we can make other things work, but still.
Is it a feeling thing? Does it feel better when it's big, or is it just like a visually stimulating thing? Both.
Okay. But for me, it's like I know what I can and can't feel. I can't help it. I was given all this back here, so you got to get through it. If you can't get through it, then we're not doing anything here.
If you can't get through it, you blew it.
Right. And you're over here sweating for no damn reason, and I'm sitting here cool as fuck. You think you're doing an amazing job, and I'll let you believe it, but...
You're a great actor.
Yes, I should get an Oscar. I should be an EGOT from this shit. Oh, God. But if I'm going to be on the bottom end of things, I'm a little bit of a size queen.
Okay.
When it comes to the actual intercourse part. If it's not going that route, then that's fine. I don't care. But then and then my bottoms, they should be shorter. Okay. It's kind of hot that way.
All right. Yeah. Well, I got a couple more questions for you before we wrap this old bitch up.
Let's give them to me. Oh my God, people are learning so much about me.
Oh, it's good to know. It's good to learn.
Don't drop in my DM with no bullshit.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Now you know.
I'm learning about myself. You're probably learning about yourself. There's mutual learning going on. Yeah. I'm learning about so much. This is great. Yeah. All right, so these are the questions I ask everybody.
Okay.
And the last couple questions. If you could change one thing about dating, what would it be? You have a magic wand, change one thing. Doesn't have to be about apps, just dating in general.
Change one thing about dating. Ooh, there's so many.
You get one.
I get one. Okay, all right. If I could change one thing about dating, I think what I would change is probably the communication.
Okay, explain.
Don't lead people on. Like if it's not really working, it's okay to say, hey, I had a great time with you, but I think we're kind of more of a match as friends, or I don't really see us romantically involved. Do I want to hear that to my face? Maybe not, because she still has an issue with rejection. But you can text me that. Yeah. That's fine. But I don't like the whole I'll see you. I mean, I don't mind it so much now, but early me definitely was affected more by that. Now I'm like, I'm not chasing that motherfucker. I know what I have to offer. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. So I don't chase him at all. I don't care. Like, okay, I guess we're not talking, whatever. But I think it would be helpful, just to be more open about things in that regard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the best thing I can think of right now.
And the last question before we finish up is, what is one piece of advice that you'd like to give everybody listening about dating?
Don't compromise yourself and what you want. Because dating takes time. Mm-hmm. And sometimes money, if you're paying. And
sugar daddy's welcome.
Again, inquire within. References will be checked, okay? But, dating takes time. And if you like things a certain way, or you're looking for something in particular, then say that. Mm-hmm. Then look for that. And if you expect all of these things from someone else, then be that your fucking self. Don't expect more than what you're giving. Don't compromise who you are at the same time. Like, if you are this way, if you want this, then go ahead.
That's a great rule to live by. That's awesome. That's great advice, I feel like.
Because then what are you going to do? You're going to get in a situation with someone that you're not really feeling. You're going to waste their time. You're going to waste your time.
You're going to waste their money. You're going to waste your money.
Yeah, you end up getting married. And then what do? Oh, God. And if you're straight, you're going to have kids.
Yeah.
So then you have these little things running around that you're like, oh, God, I made it with this motherfucker. I didn't even want to be with him.
Resentful.
Yeah, and who wants? And then you break up, or he's in the closet, and he comes out, and he goes, and he's, getting everything going on in West Hollywood, and the kids wondering where the hell the dad's at, and meanwhile the dad's got other dads. You know what I'm saying?
Dads with daddy.
Dads with daddy.
Dads with zaddy.
Yeah. Oh, you know about zaddy? You've been called a zaddy before. Zaddy. You've been called a zaddy.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
All right, Irving, this is your time where you promote whatever you want to do. You got a website, you got an Instagram, you want people to find you anywhere. Or if you don't want to promote any of that stuff, you want to keep it more private, just like a book or a documentary you think people should read or watch?
Hell no. Hey, you guys can listen, I do more than just talk about my asshole. If you want to see some characters, if you want to see some stand-up, and also if you want to get some motivation, I do this thing, Motivational Mondays, totally original hashtag, by the way. I do this, and my purpose is to entertain, enlighten, and enrich. I stole that from Warner Brothers.
Whoa,
yes.
All 3 E's.
Oh, hey, I learned something in that job. And yeah, follow me on Instagram at Irving Green LA. It's IRVINGGREENLA. Please don't add the extra E at the end of my name. Don't do that. Or check out my website at theirvinggreen.com.
There you go, everybody. Irving, thank you so much for doing this, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
There you have it, everybody. That was my sit-down chat with Irving. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I had a great time, as you probably heard. I was laughing my ass off the entire time. Oh, bad hosting, you know? I don't know. I had fun. I really enjoyed talking to Irving. He was hilarious. He had some good insight, good stories to tell. I really am glad that I got to have him on. So, if you want to know anything about the show, you go to datingishardcomedy.com. You can contact the show. You can look up all the information you need to know. You can follow the Instagram at datingishardcomedy. You can follow me on Instagram at Joe Welke. And you can check out the live show, which is every fourth Wednesday at Pack Theater at 9:30. It's a by donation show, so if you got extra money to throw the theater's way, go for it. If you don't, you can still come and enjoy the good time that is Dating is Hard live show. If you could like and share and tell your friends to listen to the show, tell other people, tell your enemies to listen to the show. I am that confident that this show is going to be well liked. But if you could do me a favor and just, subscribe, give it 5 stars, rate and review and all that stuff, it helps make this podcast grow and become something larger than it already is. And I'm really happy with how it's turning out, guys. I really enjoy doing it, and I'm glad that people are listening, and I hope that you're enjoying it as much as I am, because I'm having a blast. So, yeah, I just want to say thanks one more time for listening. I really appreciate it. And, until next time, later!